Hello Wolfpack, this is video number 65. In this video I'd like to discuss my EDC purchase. Today I'll be talking specifically about the Maxpedition M1 waist pouch. This was a part of a bigger purchase which was for the Black Friday sales 2018. This is how the pouch arrived. For this particular sale there was buy one get one free. That's why I've managed to get two of them. This is how it arrived, with a cardboard backing, just tied to it with a garden tie. I will walk over these features very shortly, but I want to show you how I'm going to measure things from now on. One of the problems that I find in review videos is they'll often compare one pouch to another. So they'll say that the Maxpedition Fatty versus the Maxpedition Chubby, and they'll show them side by side, but it doesn't really give you a size reference. So what I've decided to do is to use the can and note method. This is an ordinary can of baked beans that I've picked up at Aldi's. It is a 425 gram size. It's not the larger cans, and the reason why I'm using this can size is that that'll be pretty much universal, whether it be England or America or pretty much anywhere in the world. I'll also be using the Australian $5 note one because specifically for the Australians you want to know roughly the size, and most people will have a $5 note, or it won't be hard to obtain. So with that, that's how I'll be measuring things into the future. So let's get started. Primarily the pouch is built of good quality. Most Maxpedition items that I've come across have been built of very good quality. For example, the double stitching and the fabric used. For this M1 waist pouch, it starts off with a clip and a zipper with a flap. I'll go through the practicality aspects of it at the end of the video, but right now I just want to show you its features. The zippers, according to this, say YKK, and they seem of a fairly high quality. The Velcro underneath, the hook and loop to attach the flap to the front pouch, which is also securable with this pull rope. Contains 3 compartments, so you've got one here with a separator, second one here with a divider, and the third one. I did demonstrate in the last video how I slide my mobile phone into the front part. I haven't actually found a use for this bag yet, this pouch, simply because I brought so many of them. I've run out of stuff to store in pouches, so I am working on that. I don't have anything right now. So yeah, you can tighten or make this front part more secure by pulling on this and then just securing it. Once again, strong zippers at the top, and it opens up into another 3 sections, which is the back part here with a separator, the middle part or the main part, and another separator. Personally, I wouldn't use this product for a waist pouch myself, simply because for me it's not big enough, but I'll get to that in a second. At the back you've got the molly webbing, or Powers webbing depending on where you come from. You've got an inside pocket here which is separated, but you've also got a belt loop, so you can hook onto your belt and maybe tuck something in here. that's it pretty much for that. You know, the standard issue, double stitching for the to keep everything together. Very pleased. I mean, it's rock solid. There's no questions about it. If I was to rate it, it's a very, very high rating. And the reasons for that is it's built of high quality materials, and I don't feel that it would come apart very, very quickly. But that's only on the manufacturing rating. On the practicality rating, it's slightly different. But before I get to that, I will give you guys a measurement. So roughly, the product is 2 can widths wide and not very deep. So half a can width depth. So if you want to split that for the Aussies, roughly 1, 2, 2.5 banknotes wide, and a quarter of the a quarter of the note deep. So that will give you a rough estimate. For those using this measuring method, if you've got a couple of $5 notes, it gives you a far better ability to lay them out and measure if you don't like using a measurement. If you want the dimensions of this, just go to their website. They'll give it to you and you can look it up. To the practicality of this, that's a whole different matter. At this point, I don't see anything practical about this for myself. And the reasons are the following. This area at the top is just too small. I mean, what are you going to fit in there? Maybe a couple of coins and then struggle on your hip with it, you know, digging around. I got really fat fingers, so it's not very good for me. What would have been nice, now let me tell you something. When I make a observation of an item or a critique, and I don't really like the word critique, I prefer observations because it's just for me. I always like to provide a solution. That way it's not just bringing a complaint, it's also bringing a solution or options available. What I would have liked is a slightly larger flap, maybe one that extends over the entire bag, simply because it'll give you that extra zipper space and you kind of get your fingers in. Second practicality item is this. What is the purpose of having this? I don't really understand it, and what I mean by that is, I get that you store your mobile phone in the front, but what is the practicality purpose of the rest of it? Wouldn't it have been better to have a second zip area rather than a flap? That way it would have been more secure in my opinion. But that's just for me. I personally don't like these items because it seems like a cheaper way to have gotten out of just doing a full pouch. But once again, just an observation. Also, I don't know if the hook and loop, will degrade in time, or whether it will still be in use. You know, that's another reason for long-term design. One thing I do like about the front part, the practicality part, is that you can get easy access to it, right? You can rip it up, like you don't have to unzip it with the suggestion I made. So it is a lot easier access, but I personally would be a little bit more afraid that something would fall out. Like if you have a small pen, it might be able to come out the side of the pouch, opening up here. But that's just my thoughts. What I really like on the back here is the actual belt loop. I really like that. I wish they had that on more Maxpedition pouches, because they've got all the molly webbing on the Maxpedition pouches, but they don't have any belt loops. And if you've watched some of my other videos, I had to purchase special clips in order to be able to fit it to my belt. So yeah, just a bit of forethought on that. I do like this little pocket at the back, bit of a hidey pocket, but once again, what's it used for? What's the real practicality? What are you going to store in it? Maybe a shopping trolley coin, you know, to unlock the shopping trolleys. And for the main part, practicality wise, what are you going to store in here? I mean, it's not really going to store much. I mean, maybe a wallet, but that's about it. It depends on your purposes. This is just a review for me, just what I'm thinking. This may change. I have a rough idea of what I'm going to use this for, and what I'm going to use this for is I'm going to actually use it as a replacement admin pouch on the front of my backpack, my EDC backpack, and then that way I can attach it and just use it for my business cards and maybe a mobile phone. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. I don't promise that I will answer them straight away, but I'll do my best to. Respect who you are, respect where you come from, and advance Australia fair. Thank you, Wolfpack. Bye.